Creatures. Blighted Werewolf. When a man in West Hill told me about his encounter with the Blighted Werewolf, I was inclined to believe him. Although werewolves may be abominations of a sort, wolves possessed by rage demons, or so the story goes, it is true that their bodies still live. The Blight is known to grab bears and wolves in addition to humans, elves and dwarves, so it is conceivable that any living creature, even a werewolf, is at risk. The man saw the beast ambush a bear, springing from the shadows with such speed that it seemed a blur. The bear was dead within seconds. I thank the Maker that I have never seen a run-of-the-mill werewolf. I am sure I never want to encounter one that is blighted. From In Pursuit of Knowledge, the Travels of a Chantry Scholar by Brother Jenny TV. The children. When grubs devour the flesh of slain darkspawn, a dramatic change occurs. The sound of tearing flesh legs emerge. We already had that. The charter can now run down its prey with startling speed. We also had that. And that. Didn't I save after that? Tears in the Vale. Studies of the Vale have never been thorough. The Tevinters once theorized that the Vale is thin in places that have seen great bloodshed. As the Chantry is so fond of reminding us, the magisters of the Imperium only once crossed physically into the fate, the catastrophe that blackened the Golden City. As the story goes, the ritual consumed a vast quantity of lyrium and the blood of 100 slaves. But was it the death that breached the world, or simply the blood and lyrium, or both? Demons seize every opportunity, every tear in the veil to enter our world. Once the veil is torn, it is extremely difficult to mend, some say impossible. Culture and history. The Blackmarsh. The Blackmarsh is a dreary place, so damp you can feel the chill in your bones. Leave your clothes out to dry for a week and they'll still be cold and wet when you put them on. I called Martin daft when he suggested we move there. An awful place, he said, but also a place where one can make a great deal of money collecting peat. By the maker's soggy underclothes, he was right. From the Journal of Vera, a seamstress. The Fortress of Culhirol, we had that, didn't we? Yes, we did. That too. That too. And that. Oh Christ, I should save after these Codex sessions, that's what. Oghren. Oghren confided in the Warden Commander. He admitted to feeling guilty over abandoning his child and resolved to be a better father. Justice. I have no name, only a virtue to which I aspire. A spirit of justice fought on behalf of the villagers that the Baroness trapped in the Fade. When the Warden Commander escaped through a tear in the Vale, justice was dragged along and deposited in the corpse of the Grey Warden Christoph. The Baroness' defeat left justice trapped in the mortal world. Believing Christoph's mission to be worthy, he agreed to travel with the Warden Commander. Justice likes tokens that remind him of the Fade, as well as items that provide insight into Christoph's life. Sigrun. Sigrun bumped into Misha, an acquaintance from Ozama. Misha once took Sigrun in, putting the castless thief to work, but Sigrun betrayed Misha in return. Sigrun felt guilty that Misha was exiled to the surface and became determined to make up for her mistake. Sigrun apologized, giving Misha a ring, her only valuable possession. Misha said she tried to forgive her old friend. Velana. I also had that, yes, definitely. Books and songs. Dayland's Journey. Yes, we had that too. Records of the Blackmarsh. Some years ago, a dragon rampaged through the countryside, gorging herself on animals and people. Before long, she nested near the village of Blackmarsh. Fearing she would drag off villagers to feed her young, we sent men to drive the beast away. The men were never seen again. The new Baroness had till then done little for her people, but she emerged from her manor and told us not to worry. She'd been sent from Orlais not just to rule, but to protect. She promised the dragon would be gone by sundown the next day. She set off in the morning alone. We were certain she'd gone insane. What chance had one woman against the dragon? At sundown there came a loud clap like thunder, so great it shook the earth. Then our Baroness returned to us triumphant. Of the dragon there was no sign. The Baroness, no longer aloof, sang and danced with the lowest of us. There were dark whispers that the Baroness was a witch, but we did not care. Her magic had saved us, and for that we loved her. From the records of the village of Blackmarsh. The Baroness's secret. The veil is weak near the stone circle. Perhaps it's my rituals, but I suspect it has always been weak here. I feel traces of old ancient magic. Maybe this is what drew me. I think the girls feel it too. As we approached the circle, they sensed something was wrong. With me? Did they fear me? Something about this place is changing them, claiming them for its own. It is conceivable that using their blood to reinvigorate me traps their souls in the fade. Perhaps they become the same demons, ghosts, spirits who invade my dreams. No, it doesn't matter. They are nothing. Peasants. Well, I'm a Baroness of Olay. From the Journal of the Baroness of Blackmarsh. Ancient vows. That we had. Notes. We had that. And we had that. We just might be done. There analyze me if we had. Bonnie's angry letter. Corin, is our relationship a joke? Am I a joke to you? What am I supposed to think, waking up to this love note? Follow my trail of love, my darling. You are my hen, the mistress of my flock. You nourish my body and tend to my rooster. Really, Corin? I tend to your rooster? That's the most disgusting thing I've heard in my entire life. You said there was a surprise waiting for me. I'm supposed to follow your trail? Ugh, I despise you. I abhor you, you petty, ill-made wart. You said last week that everything would be different for us. Well, you were right. I'm leaving. With venom and spite, Bonnie. And we had those two. Where is the proposal? Where's the proposal? I don't have one. Oh, that's so sad. But that's something. The Karsten's Wilde's last testament. They came to me for help, those three maidens of the Blackmarsh. They were young, beautiful, vital, everything she desires. They gave me gold, jewels, and family heirlooms. I imagined their mothers and fathers, uncles and brothers pressing those treasures into their hands, enough to ransom a life promised to the Baroness. I agreed to spirit them away from the Blackmarsh. She learned of it. She appeared the night before. Her eyes were like flat dull stones, her hair was stringy and streaked with grey, and I saw why she needed the women. I hid them in my wagon. The youngest embraced me before she crawled between the bales of hay. She said, "Make her bless and watch over you." I drove them to the crossroads where the Baroness' man waited. He took the wagon. The families never knew. The witch, as good as her word, brought me a chest of gold. She twirled like a little girl, eyes now sparkling. "You've earned every bit, merchant." The gold was no comfort. I saw their faces on each sovereign, heard their voices in the tinkling of the coins. I couldn't bear it. I buried it all in the deepest part of the marsh. Still, I have found no peace. There will be no peace for me until I stand before the Maker. Karsten Wilde, attached as a map to the cache. I assume I found it. Why don't I have the proposal? Why don't I have it? I want it. Doesn't matter.